Okay, so part 2 of the series, let's talk about the interior. Still the car's off. So the tint itself, it could be inside or outside. I want to say it's 5 to 10%. It's pretty dark. That was done at the dealership when I purchased it prior hand. The inside, number one question is, again, what does the interior look like? Is there more pictures? It's a little video. Probably the first thing is the seats. That's what most people look at when they look at the Corvette. My personal opinion, it's my second Corvette out of 2007 Z06. These seats are in way better condition, so mostly the bolster is what people look at. You can see, if anything, light blemish here, and this isn't treated, right? This is just cleaned. There's no dressing, so you could probably cover that up. It almost looks like it's a slight, almost like chalk, and maybe it is, but overall good condition, I think, for the seats. You know, again, 2010, 2018, 20,000 miles. I used to daily drive it, but now I have that meter and the AMG in the garage. All right, so those are my other cars, but otherwise I think it's pretty good. Now, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4", 240, 250 right now, so it's held up pretty well. Overall interior, we'll jump in. It's got the Lloyd's floor mats. Those are pretty new. All right, so a couple of things about the interior. Don't mind the lime groove shorts. What we got? Got the radio, so you can probably see myself, my hand, and the camera. That's fine. It's a Kenwood Exelon dash, touchscreen, CarPlay, Android audio available. So that's I prefer this because I use an iPhone. The cable itself is routed right here. That's a little USB cable. In fact, here's the other part of it. So you plug that in, goes into your phone. So that's your CarPlay. Stock shifter, stock stereo system. Otherwise, currently this isn't in the ad, but I do have it hardwired. Actually, it's just a tap here for Valentine V1. You can see it there using the blend mount. We may talk about this because I like these. This is my second one. I gave my other one away with my vet. This one isn't in the ad, so I'll probably keep this one, but again, we can probably talk about that if you really have your heart set on it. Otherwise, steering wheel, and if anything, slight little mark here. This is just a plastic piece. I'm sure I can get this from GM. This entire cobalt steering wheel basically is what it looks like. I want to say it's like 80 bucks to get the whole steering wheel, and these are probably 5 or 10 bucks. Get paint or something against it. It looks like a little mark. So otherwise, not a big deal. Dash is pretty much perfect. All right, this is garage kept 100% of the time. You can see behind me somewhere probably. If not, then no problem. I'll show you later. What else we got? There. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the interior. We'll go into the dash. Over here, kind of look at the doors. Right, yeah, I don't know. Scale of 1 to 10, probably a 9. 8.5, you're being super conservative and picky. I'm pretty picky, but again, I know it's an older car, so that is what it is. One thing I do want to talk about that I don't have in my ad, because this was and still will be taken care of prior, is this passenger seat. Let's talk about this. No surprises. So when I bought the car, it had, you can see it, this tiny little hole here. So not a big deal for me. I said, okay, I'll just get this replaced. And eventually what happened is something spilled here. You can kind of see it, I think. Let me get close. And it dried the leather out and it cracked. I mean, look at that. So this bottom cushion itself from GM is about 260 bucks. And I can replace this myself. The problem is I've ordered it twice through GM, and they've sent me this correct color with the perforation, but here with red stitching. You'll notice it's ebony or titanium, which matches the other side, the top. This seat looks brand new otherwise. I mean, it looks like it's barely been sat in. You can take a look at the bolsters. I mean, nothing there. So the problem I'm having with this is getting GM to send me the right cover. So here are the options. Option number 1, I'm contemplating keeping the car. If I was, I'm either going to switch out both pieces to the newer black. It's the same black, I believe, but it's got red stitching, matches the car. It comes with a Centennial edition. I'm okay with that. Looks good. Because it's 1ZR, there's no stitching in the dash. Thank you. So I don't have to worry about it being mismatching there. That's option number 1. Option number 2, and this is probably my preferred option, is Corberu makes an Evolution X seat specifically for this car. It's a bolt-in seat, better bolsters. It's vinyl instead of leather, which me personally I don't care about. Durability is probably actually better because these Corvette seats, they're just not very comfortable. They're not bad, But the bolsters here are garbage. If you've ever sat in a Z6 Corvette, if you drace it, drag it, autocross it, road race it, whatever, they're not very good. So I was looking at getting some Evolution X seats. Both seats with the rails shipped to my house are like $1,200. To get replacement covers for the entire seat or to upgrade this to the 2012, it's like $1,900. So the option for anybody who's interested is I'm still working with GM corporate to get this cover. This entire cover is one piece. It's $260. But if they can't get me the right cover, one of the options I have is replacing the entire seat cover with an updated cover or replacing the seat. So for anybody who's interested, if you decide you want to buy the car prior to that happening, then you have the option. Replace the seat covers, upgrade to the Subaru Evolution X, or if there's a price difference that we can both agree on, I'm more than willing to talk about, you know, taking off the difference of the asking price versus what, you know, it costs to replace the seat covers. All right, so that's the interior. Any other videos there, questions, let me know.